need to burp. Oh God, excuse me. Fucking hell. That hurt my throat. I can go in the outtakes. Hello and welcome to Joypads for Goalposts. We're here again, ranking the world's best and worst football games ever. I'm Adam.
I'm Chris.
And today we are changing up systems. A system we haven't covered yet. The Sega Master System, which I think is an underrated gem. I think if it wasn't for Mario, the Master System might have spread a bit further than it did.
I owned one.
I didn't own one, but I had a lot of friends that had them.
Had some good games.
Did have some good games. Good versions of Sonic.
Yep.
But we're not playing Sonic today, sorry. We are playing Great Soccer.
Not Super Soccer, not Spectacular Soccer.
Just great.
Just great.
So
they wanted you to know that it wasn't going to blow your socks off.
Yeah. It was released in 1985 in Japan, 1986 the rest of the world. It is released under the name Great Soccer here. It should not be confused with another game called Great Soccer, which we'll get to later down the line actually, which is also known as World Soccer. So this one was made by Sega, published by Sega, 1 to 2 players. I don't have a lot else to say about it other than we should jump in and play it.
Give it a go.
Give it a go. Well, you've hit one player.
Brilliant. Look.
Yeah, look, push one play start button, 2 play. Did you press it again?
I didn't press anything. Oh God.
What's the start button though?
All right, let's see if we. Who knows what's happening right now? Who's who? All right.
Oh yeah, we got it. Okay. Wait, which colour am I? Are you red?
Yep.
No, I'm blue. Okay. Oh God.
Loving the music.
No atmosphere, a weird swoosh sound, no tackling. What the fuck is that shooting arrow? The keeper's just wandering around. You're going the wrong way. Why is that keeper red? Yeah. But then why did it do that?
I started at the bottom though, so why wouldn't?
Oh no, you're right. The keeper's the same fucking colour. That's fucking ridiculous. So is your keeper blue?
We'll never know because you're never going to get to see him.
Oh, this is horrible.
Come on, shoot. Honestly, I'm smashing...
He just fell his ass onto that. I was like, got it.
Smashing the buttons and nothing's happening. I'm trying to pass the ball. Nothing.
Oh, sorry! The fucking cheater!
Unreal! What a joke. This game is just messed up, that's all I can say. I thought that was my player then. I genuinely thought I'd got the ball right in front of your goal. Yeah.
Oh.
It sounds like some adventure game music, like... What is tackle? I forget. Or is there even a tackle?
Oh!
You hit the post.
Oh.
You hit the post.
You got... Yeah!
Unreal.
Oh, little celebration. The crowd. Look at the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd, but the boards are upside down.
So that we can read them. Fuck the people in the stadium.
This is crazy.
Oh, this is terrible. Right. Oh, what a goal line clearance.
Oh. So at least I know how to shoot now, though.
Little ditty.
Oh God. I'm actually kind of digging the music a little bit.
Nope.
Yeah.
I like how the advertising boards are the way around, but the flags are upside down on the other side. It's like they've... Oh, good save, keeper. they
The
take.
problem you have is you move the arrow to shoot, but it doesn't really.
Oh, fuck off!
Like, because the goalkeeper, you have no control over your goalkeeper until you do stuff
Until
like
the
that.
last minute, yeah.
So,
This definitely sounds like music from like Adventure Island or something.
yeah,
You're right.
it's
Come on, blue boys.
all of the passes are lazy. You notice that?
Yeah.
You pass it and it doesn't reach the player you passed it to, so it's kind of like pointless.
Yeah. Agreed.
And what's up with the?
I also noticed how the player's skin is the same colour as the side of the pitch. Oh, nearly an own goal.
Not only was it wide open, it kind of curled off to the right at the end.
I did that. Like, if you can't move
serious?
it. Yeah.
That actually worked.
Because I tried to aim that way and I was like, oh, I've hit the post, I'll try and aim the other way. So you must have swerved it. Oh, still in it.
Straight in.
3-2.
It's cool how it doesn't just reset, they actually go back to the positions. Because, like, normally they wouldn't bother with that stuff.
Straight up, 4-2.
Wow, we've both figured out how to just score. And that is a major issue. You can't control your goalkeeper until the ball's
last
basically in the net.
If your keeper's on the wrong side, you kind of messed up.
Yeah, and he just happens to go where he wants to anyway.
Well, I don't know. I was tracking him then, but then I also didn't have a player anywhere near. It's also only 5-a-side, which isn't an issue, just saying. Okay, I got a grip, I got a solid keeper. Fucking lazy passes. Why is you're right, every pass is lazy. Fucking hell.
Oh, I didn't realise he could come off his
You
line
come
that
right
far.
out. Oh, why do I keep giving the fucking ball away?
I passed that then. Not that you could tell.
Yeah, so you're sort of lazy, just like, oh.
Do you feel like there's a little bit of rubber banding sometimes with the players, like catching up, going faster or slower? Like, I find sometimes I'm able to like speed right at you,
Maybe.
and take the ball, and then other times the player will just stand there and not be able to catch up.
Maybe, but that's not a bad thing, maybe. Because otherwise, how do you do it when you haven't got the complexity to add dash?
Yeah.
Talking about a console, it's only got 2 buttons.
True. Because otherwise there'd be nothing, right? Yeah.
Whoa!
Scorcher.
It's 5-3 with 2 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
Got to get 2 more in. You better start conceding.
When we first started this one, I thought there was going to be no goals. And that's been one of the highest scoring ones so far. Because it was dreadful when we couldn't even figure out how to start the game.
Yeah, I couldn't get my goalkeeper across.
Doing wonders for the goal difference there.
Not that it matters, let's be honest. I don't think we're going to need the goal.
Oh no, if I win this one, all I got to do is draw every other. I could lose every other game and still win on goal difference. We'll see.
There's an advertisement for milk.
Just milk?
Just milk. Watch, you'll see it if you get up to my end of the pitch.
That's assuming they're replicated. Maybe they're not always the same.
Yeah, top right hand corner, look.
Oh, yeah. Good old milk. Milk Sega. Something else that begins with an L. Good tackle.
That's the thing. You can't. There is no real tackle. You just, like you said, you just walk in off the outside there. You just walk into them and hope.
You can press B and they do a little slide, but there's so much like input lag or just shit either. Just
See, like there, I just walked by you, didn't get the ball when really.
But that's not uncommon again in a lot of these earlier games. Like to have a slide tackle and just a tackle, they randomly just going for an own goal. Oh, I was all over the place.
I only really just figured out there how I was passing the ball to each pick.
Oh, by changing it, yeah.
That's the first time I noticed that.
This isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
No.
I'm not saying it's great
It's not
by
great.
any stretch of the imagination. Oh, long ball, long swirling ball. But it's not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's something. At least you've got some kind of control over the keeper, even
Yeah.
even if it's late. Like a lot of times, it seems to give you that at the last second.
Damn it!
Oh, you almost made it 8-4. Almost. That was very high scoring.
7-4 to Team Ducker.
Dirty Ducker strikes again. Here comes some trivia.
Just click this over quickly. Okay, so it's trivia time. Do you want to go first or second this time?
Oh, second, I guess.
Wait, you want to answer?
I knew you were going to ask that question. You ask the question and I'll answer.
Okay. In 1972, Manchester United sacked manager Frank O'Farrell. Who do they replace him with? Bob Paisley, Matt Busby, Roy Evans, or Tom Docherty?
No, zero names there ring a bell.
Mean anything?
So I'm going to know nothing. So I'm going to go with Tom.
Tom Docherty?
Yep.
You were right.
Lucky. Very lucky. Now I'm hoping that you get your question wrong.
So you can finally catch up.
No, I can't ask you this question because you're going to know the answer. I'm gonna ask you it anyway.
Okay.
Gotta be fair, it was the one I did pull out. Alright, so which of these Manchester United players won the Ballon d'Or in 1968? Do you need any of the...
Yeah, give me the...
Actually, this might be a bit tricky because of the similar... Alright, here we go. So it's either George Best, Bobby Moore, Bobby Charlton, or Brian Kidd.
Okay. So either it's not Bobby Moore, he never played for Man United. Brian Kidd was never that good a player. So it's between Bobby Charlton and George Best. 1968, Bobby Charlton had just won the World Cup 2 years previously. Maybe he was at the height of his powers. But then did he ever win it? I'm going to say George Best.
You're correct.
Yeah! I haven't got one wrong yet.
At least you had something to go
Yeah,
by,
I had to think about that one.
But no, you've been smashing them.
Absolutely smashing them. Okay, so we're going to talk about great soccer now. It wasn't great.
No.
I wouldn't call it terrible soccer.
No. Yeah,
Grotesque soccer. Awful soccer. Anything.
disgusting soccer.
It was all right. So let's talk about opening. It's pretty bare bones. I'm going to...
You're kind of thrown right in there.
Yeah, I'm going to say if we merge opening and menus, thinking of it as one thing, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And to be basic, it doesn't have to be terrible. Because remember when we talked about real sports soccer, we talked about how functional the hardware menus were, and how it did give you the options to click things. It doesn't have to be horrific.
No.
But in this it is, because it's one play, press start. What was it? One play, push one play, start button. Two play. I guess it makes sense.
It sort of makes sense, but
we live in a world where, since time, player one has controlled menus, kind of.
Yeah.
So to hit start and then be like, oh shit, we started a one-player game.
Yeah, it's not that it's the worst thing ever. It just happens to be different from everything else.
That isn't particularly great either. There's a reason that didn't catch on.
Yeah.
Atmosphere.
It's not
It's
that
got
bad.
jazzy music. Again, it's music you said it should be in an adventure game or something.
Yeah, it has to be.
I latched on to and said Adventure Island, kind of. It's definitely...
Yeah.
I don't think it's terrible. It does have crowd sounds when they score.
Yeah,
has a little jazzy kind of thing.
And everyone does a little dance.
Players that are on screen do a little jig.
And there's boards at the bottom and the top.
Yeah, so that adds to the atmosphere.
Got something.
So it's not terrible. Graphically, I actually think it looks okay.
For its time, it's pretty damn good. I mean, 1985 was the year I was born in.
Yeah.
Considering...
Then you go back,
right.
Look at Goal that we did on this Nintendo. That was terrible compared to this.
The one thing they really could have fixed though was that goalkeeper's colours.
Yeah.
But
I wonder if that's the limitation of how many colours can be on screen.
Yeah.
They use a lot of colours for the crowd though.
But they use red for both, right?
Yep. Both keepers were red.
Which is just they could have made that one blue.
Yeah. That would have made more sense.
It would have made sense.
But apparently not.
So they got other
And
colours.
then-
They got pink and green.
Yeah. Pink and green are also in the crowd.
Could have gone with pink. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a baffling decision that meant we were confused, or I was at least confused.
Yeah, for a second,
I thought I was shooting the wrong way. For
And
a
one
bit.
time I got confused because I thought the old goalkeeper was my player.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah. Mechanics. So we have to remember, of its time, it's on a 2-button controller.
They did all right, except for I don't feel like you could power up your shots
No.
or power up your passes either. If you were passing to another player and he was too far away, he's going to have to come back and get the ball.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
What else for mechanics can we talk about?
It has like slide tackling sort of, but it's not great. Again, there's no like momentum to it, and you kind of struggle to figure out how to do it.
Plus the goalkeeping as well is a little odd. Like it does feel like you control the goalkeeper last minute. I think that after finishing the game though, I don't think that's the game. I think it's because you're controlling your defenders and you're controlling your goalkeeper at the same time. He seems to move with them. So if you're tracking a player and they happen to be on that side of the goal and then that player shoots on the other side, you've got seconds to get the goalkeeper to move because you had a defender that you were controlling at the same time.
Yeah.
Which is not ideal.
And it's kind of like how I commented that shooting arrow is always moving.
Yeah.
You're technically always controlling that arrow, no matter where.
Because you're moving
if you're
the
controlling the defender, even
Yeah.
though you can't see it, I'm sure that arrow is still in the background, technically moving. But at least it tries something different. It's trying to give you accuracy for both. It's trying to give you a bit of control over keeping. It's trying to help you. I think how many games of these we play where you have no bloody idea where the shot's going to go.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to shoot. You want to shoot opposite to where your player's facing, but then you can't because you can't really tell where it's going.
No, I know what you're saying.
So it's trying to come up with a solution. It's not elegant, but it kind of.
Well, we scored goals.
Yeah, exactly.
And we defended.
And we did save a lot as well.
Yeah.
So it's not completely horrendous for sure. And who knows if that mechanic had stayed around? Maybe it'd have been refined over time. We will never know. One thing we will know though is where this game ranks. Will it be in? We're hitting the halfway point. Will it be in at number 10, or will it be challenging towards the top? We'll be right back. You can find out then. We have discussed great soccer. We got out some test tubes, mixed some chemicals, and formulated an idea as to where it falls in the pantheon of football games.
An explosion happened and it landed somewhere on the board.
Definitely better.
Is it the greatest game of all time? Greatest football game of all time?
We'd like to think people would get a feel for how we described it as we were playing in our little chat. It's not the greatest. It is better than Championship soccer. But that's where it's going to stop, unfortunately. So we've had a couple of low rankings recently. It's going to stop at number 9, wedged in between head-on soccer and Championship soccer. So that's the halfway point.
We're already thinking that maybe some of them are not where they should be.
Yeah, so we have a plan for that. Do you want to tell people what that plan is?
So once we reach the end and we rank the all 20, we're going to go over and have a little discussion about where some of them lie. Maybe I have a personal favorite, or Adam has a personal favorite that might want to move, or we both just agree that one game is better than, say great soccer is better than goal. We're going to have a quick look at that at the end and decide.
And try and figure out. So we have a modifier column, I guess, on our equations, which we will factor in at the end of the season. So you get a treat. You get an extra episode per season as we argue it out. So it'll be a mixture of science plus applying, going back and looking.
And maybe a little fighting.
A little fighting, maybe. Because some of these are I am already looking at things. Some are ranked too high.
Yeah.
Not to say our maths is still solid.
It's still, but yeah, sometimes that science goes a little wrong.
Yeah. So that's it for another week. So we hit the halfway point. So next week we will carry on our adventures through the world of football video games. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Subscribe.
Hit the like button.
Hit that like button. Or hit dislike if you didn't like it. Let us know why. Always open to improve. and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.